stop. Stop everything right now. Because what I'm about to tell you in the next 30 seconds may explain why the wealth that should be coming into your life simply isn't arriving. It doesn't matter how hard you work. It doesn't matter how much you pray. It doesn't come. And the reason may be hidden in something you do every morning, automatically, in the first minutes after you open your eyes. Every morning, most Brazilians make a spiritual mistake so grave that it acts as a wall between them and all the prosperity that God has prepared for that day. And this wall is rebuilt every morning, because the habit is automatic, unconscious, so common that no one even questions it. If you did this morning, and you probably did, the blockage is already active. Opportunities that should be coming are being diverted. Money that should be coming in is being blocked. In this video, I will reveal to you what this habit is, why it is devastating according to Kabbalah, and what to do instead of it tomorrow. If you do it for just 7 mornings, you will start to feel the difference. In the next 72 hours, the first sign may already appear. This is not an empty promise. It is the teaching that my great-grandfather Shimon Katz brought from Ukraine in 1925, and that transformed a barefoot refugee into a patriarch who supported 4 generations. Shimon got off the ship in Santos, barefoot. He had sold his shoes to buy bread for his children. He arrived with his wife, 3 children, and nothing in his pocket. They went to live in a boarding house in Brás. Hunger, poverty. But Shimon had something that no scarcity could take away. The knowledge that his grandfather, Reb Moshe, a Kabbalist from Kiev, taught when Shimon was a boy. The first teaching, the foundation of all prosperity, was about the first minutes of the morning. Shimon, he said, how you start the day is like writing the first line of that day's book. If the first line is darkness, the whole day will be dark. If it is light, nothing can darken what has already been born illuminated. Shimon never forgot. Even barefoot, even hungry, every morning he did what I will teach you. 10 years later, 3 stores. 20 years later, real estate. Before revealing the habit that blocks your prosperity, do 3 things. First, subscribe and activate the bell. In a few minutes, I will tell you what happens spiritually in the first 90 seconds after waking up. Second, write in the comments, what is the first thing you do when you wake up? I will personally respond to the first 200. Third, stay until the end for the complete sacred morning declaration. In this video, you will discover the morning habit that blocks prosperity and why Kabbalah considers the first minutes of the day the most dangerous and powerful. What happens to your soul and energy upon waking, and the complete sacred morning ritual that activates prosperity in 7 days. Think about this morning. The alarm went off. What did you do? Think honestly. You probably grabbed your phone, still lying down, eyes half closed. And what appeared? WhatsApp, notifications, bad news, bills, work emails, account balance, an invoice due. In 30 seconds, before your feet hit the ground, your heart was already heavy, your mind anxious, your energy in survival mode, and you didn't even notice. It became automatic, the autopilot of scarcity. How many mornings have you started like this? Hundreds? And on how many was the day light, prosperous? On almost none. Because the day is a child of the morning. If the morning is born sick, the day cannot be healthy. In Kabbalah, when you sleep, your neshama, the highest part of the soul, ascends. It returns to the source. It reconnects with the divine. The Talmud says, sleep is 1/60th of death. Not because sleeping is bad, but because the soul partially separates and rises to receive light and energy from the spiritual world. When you wake up, the neshama returns, bringing Or Hadash, new light. This is your portion of Shefa for that day, the spiritual fuel of Parnasa, the energy that will attract opportunities, open doors, and place the right people in your path. But this new light is extremely delicate. In the first 90 seconds after opening your eyes, it is settling in. It is like a newborn, fragile, sensitive. It needs protection. And what does most people do in those sacred 90 seconds? They grab their phone. They pour an avalanche of klipot, shells of impurity, negativity, fear, worry, onto the new light. News of disaster, bills, toxic messages, social media generating envy. In 90 seconds, the new light is suffocated. The package of Shefa that your soul brought from heaven is destroyed before it settles. The day begins in darkness. The Parnasa of the day blocked. Before 7 in the morning. The Kabbalists call this Kilkul HaBoker, the corruption of the morning. The Ari HaKadosh taught that the first minutes of the day determine not only that day, but the entire week. It was 1927, 2 years in Brazil. Shimon had a little stall of trinkets near the Luz station. He sold needles, threads, buttons. He fed the family. But in 1 week, everything fell apart. An inspector confiscated goods. Rain ruined stock. A customer paid with a fake note. His daughter fell ill. On Friday he cried. My great-grandmother Hannah said, Shimon, what has changed? Think. He remembered. 2 weeks earlier, he had started listening to the radio every morning. News, crisis, hunger, violence. Every morning, before getting up, the first sound that entered his soul was darkness. Hannah said, You forgot what Reb Moshe taught. The first thing upon opening your eyes. Modeh Ani. The next morning, Shimon turned off the radio. Before opening his eyes, he whispered, Modeh Ani lefanecha, melech chai v'kayam, shehechezarta bi nishmati bechemla, rabba emunatecha. I thank you, living and eternal King, for returning my soul with compassion. Great is your faithfulness. That week, the inspector returned the goods. A new client appeared with a large order. The daughter improved. My great-grandfather used to say, When I start the day in darkness, the day is dark. When I start with Modeh Ani, the day lights up. The habit that blocks your wealth is picking up the phone before giving thanks. Making the phone the first thing your eyes see upon waking. The problem is the order. When the first information that enters is a bill, crisis, or comparison, you feed the new light with poison. The light dies before it can breathe. In Kabbalah, order is everything. Seder. The correct order is first the soul, then the world. In the morning, your neshama has just arrived. It is open, vulnerable, receptive, like a dry sponge. The first thing it absorbs penetrates the deepest layers. If it is gratitude, the whole day is tinged with that color. If it is fear, the whole day is stained. The Zohar compares the first moments to a door between the spiritual and material worlds. In the first minutes, this door is wide open. Everything you place there goes straight into your spiritual field. That is why the Kabbalists insisted the first minutes are sacred. Luciana from Brasilia, a lawyer, 41 years old, used to wake up reading emails from the office every morning. Collections, deadlines, lawsuits, pure anxiety. 3 years of a stalled career. When she replaced the first 5 minutes of her phone with the morning ritual, in 21 days, a client appeared with $45,000 in fees. In 40 days, 2 more clients. She wrote, "I was feeding my morning with poison and expecting the day to be sweet." Modeh Ani is not a friendly habit. It is spiritual technology for calibration. When you say Modeh Ani, you do 3 things. First, you acknowledge that waking up is a miracle, that your soul has returned, that God has given you another day. This creates hodah, gratitude, the state that attracts shefa the most. Second, you declare your emunah right from the first moment. Rabbi emunatecha, great is your faithfulness. You say, I trust, and bitachon, trust, is the keli that receives parnasa. Third, you create seder, soul first, body second, world last. When the order is right, shefa knows where to go. Other destructive morning habits, complaining upon waking up. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Is it morning already? Each complaint in the first few minutes is lashon hara, the evil tongue, against the day itself. Thinking about debts immediately. The first thought being the bill that is due, overdue rent. This is machshava de chisaron, a thought of lack that programs the day for scarcity. Arguing with someone. Opening your eyes and arguing with the person sleeping next to you. Fighting in the first few minutes is like setting the front door on fire. Nothing good comes through a burning door. Pedro from Campinas, a bricklayer, 55 years old, for 20 years said upon waking, "Here we go for another day of suffering." When he replaced that phrase with Modeh Ani, in 40 days he secured a fixed contract of $5,200 per month, double what he was earning. He said, "I spent 20 years starting my morning with a kick. Now I start with a blessing." O sacred morning ritual, complete. What to do tomorrow and every morning in the first 5 minutes. Write everything down. These 5 minutes are worth more than 5 years of effort in the wrong order. Exercise number 1. The 90 Sacred Seconds. When the alarm goes off tomorrow morning, do not pick up your phone. I know it's next to the bed. I know the temptation is huge, but do not touch it. Turn its screen down the night before. Or better, put the phone to charge away from the bed, on the other side of the room. When you open your eyes, stay lying down. Don't get up yet. Place both hands on your chest, one on top of the other, over your heart. Close your eyes again. Take a deep breath 3 times and say in a low voice or mentally, Modeh ani lefanecha, melech chai v'kayam, shehechezarta bi nishmati bechemla, Rabbi emunatecha. If Hebrew is difficult, say in Portuguese, I thank before you, living and eternal King, that you have returned my soul with compassion. Great is your faithfulness. Say it 3 times, slowly, with kavana. Feel each word. The first time, thank for being alive. The second, thank for your family. The third, thank for the parnasa that is on its way, even if you do not see it yet. These 90 seconds redefine the entire day. They are the most important 90 seconds of your life, every morning. Exercise number 2, Netilat Yadayim, the ritual washing of the hands. After saying Modeh ani, get up and go straight to the bathroom. Before anything else, before talking to anyone, before looking at your phone, before coffee, wash your hands. Take a cup or a mug with water and pour it over your right hand, then the left. 3 times alternating. Right, left, right, left, right, left. The Kabbalists teach that during sleep, an energy called Ruach Ra'ah, spirit of impurity, settles on the hands. This energy is spiritual residue from the night. If you do not wash, this impurity contaminates everything you touch during the morning: the food, the phone, the wallet, the face. And when it contaminates the vessel of money, the parnasa is affected. Netilat Yadayim purifies, it cleans, it prepares the hands to receive. Spiritually clean hands are hands that attract abundance. While washing, say, I purify my hands to receive with dignity everything that the Eternal has prepared for me today. Exercise number 3, the Declaration of Parnasa. After washing your hands, look at yourself in the mirror. Look into your own eyes and say firmly, with bitachon, with absolute confidence, today the shefa flows to me. Today my parnasa is open. Today doors open before me. Today abundance finds me wherever I am. Ani boteach b'Hashem. I trust in the Eternal. Don't say that like someone repeating a memorized phrase. Say it like someone who believes, like someone who knows, like someone who decrees. The difference between repeating and decreeing is kavana, the intention. Put your soul into the word, and the word creates reality. Do this for 40 consecutive mornings. If you skip a day, don't start over from 0. Just pick up the next day and complete the 40. 40 is the number of transformation. Moses, the flood, the desert. Every deep transformation in the Jewish tradition goes through 40. Bonus exercise. After the declaration of Parnasa, spend 5 minutes in silence. No cell phone, no television, no radio, no conversation. 5 minutes of silence for the new light to settle completely. You can have coffee during those 5 minutes, but in silence. Look out the window. Listen to the birds. Feel the air. These 5 minutes of silence are like the cradle where the new light rests and gains strength before facing the world. After 5 minutes, then yes, grab your phone, check the messages, start the routine. But now the order is correct. The soul first, the body later, the world last. And when the order is right, the Shefa knows exactly where to go. I need to warn you about what will happen tomorrow morning. When the alarm goes off, your hand will automatically reach for the phone. It's a reflex. It's a habit of years. And the Yetzer Hara, the negative inclination, knows this. It counts on it. It has bet your scarcity on this automatic gesture. In the first few days, it will require effort. It will feel strange to lie down with your hands on your chest instead of scrolling through the feed. Your mind will scream, "What if someone sent an urgent message? What if I missed something important?" I assure you, nothing on your phone is more urgent than your soul. Nothing that came in a notification is more important than the Shefa of the day. When the urge to grab your phone comes, say, "The phone can wait 5 minutes. My Parnasa cannot." In the first 3 days, the change is internal. You will feel different, calmer, more centered, more in control of the day, instead of being a hostage to it. Between the 7th and 21st day, something external begins to happen. It could be an unexpected call, an idea that comes out of nowhere, a person who shows up with a proposal, money that comes back. The Shefa begins to manifest in the material world. In 40 days, the old pattern breaks. The habit of starting the day on the autopilot of scarcity is replaced by a new habit, the habit of conscious abundance. And this habit, once installed, works for you even when you don't realize it. Doña Teresa, from Curitiba, a seamstress, 59 years old, started the ritual and told me that on the 5th day, an old client who had disappeared 2 years ago called asking for an order of $3,800. On the 20th day, another order of $5,200. She wrote to me, "I woke up different, and the world treated me differently." When the change happens, and it will happen, come back here and write in the comments. Write Modeh Ani, or I started the morning with light, or the Shefa arrived on such and such day. Each testimony in the comments is like a candle lit in the dark. Those reading, desperate, thinking that nothing works, will see your comment and think, "If it worked for this person, it can work for me." And this chain of emunah multiplies the abundance of everyone. It is the most beautiful collective tikkun that exists. Recapping everything. The habit that blocks your wealth is starting the day with your phone before starting with your soul. The solution is the sacred morning ritual. First, Modeh Ani, 90 seconds of gratitude, lying down, hands on your chest, 3 repetitions. Second, Netilat Yadayim, ritual washing of the hands, 3 times, alternating. Third, declaration of Parnasa, in the mirror with bitachon, decree abundance. Fourth, 5 minutes of sacred silence. Only after phone, world, routine. Do this for 40 mornings. If you've made it this far, you are special. You didn't give up. You heard what most ignore. And that already says a lot about the future that is opening up for you. Now I bless you, and I bless every morning of your life, starting tomorrow. May the Eternal, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Blessed Holy One, renew His light upon you with each awakening. May your neshama return every morning filled with shefa, beracha, and parnasa. May the first seconds of your day always be filled with gratitude, faith, and trust. May every door that was locked open with the first word of Modeh Ani from your lips. May prosperity find you before breakfast. May abundance accompany you from dawn to dusk. Yehi Ratzon sheyichadesh aleinu Yom Tov umevorach. May a good and blessed day be renewed upon us. Ken Yehi Ratzon. So be it. Amen. 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 Now seal this blessing with action. Leave a strong like. Each like takes this message to one more person who needs to change the morning to change their life. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. Share this video with those who wake up next to you. Spouse, child, mother, father. Do the ritual together. Because when two people say Modeh Ani in the same house, the shefa of that house doubles. Write in the comments, tomorrow I start with Modeh Ani. And stay tuned, because next week I will reveal the object that the richest Jews in the world place under the pillow before sleeping, and that programs sleep to attract wealth while you rest. It sounds like fiction, but Kabbalah explains it with a logic that will leave you speechless. You won't want to miss it. We are together on this journey. You will never walk alone again. And starting tomorrow, every morning is a new chance, a new door, a new first line in the book of the day. Remember, how you start the day is how you write the day. Start with light, and the day will be bright. Start with gratitude, and the day will be generous. Start with faith, and the day will be prosperous. Gratitude for your presence. Gratitude for your faith. Gratitude for your courage to change the automatic. Shalom uvracha. Peace and blessing upon you and upon your entire household. Until the next video, and remember, tomorrow morning, before the cell phone, before the world, before everything, Modeh Ani, and the day will be different, and life will be different, and the prosperity that was waiting outside the door will finally come in.